If there's a rat back there, show yourself.
Oh no, oh no.
It is indeed time, everybody, for me to enter into the depths of this fine establishment. You know, when you used to come to Fusion on Thursdays, you'd see all these pretty things. You see foosball tables, air hockey tables, shiny TV with Smash Bros on the screen. There's none of that where I'm going. That is right, I am going into the dungeon. Now, some of you may be wondering, why does Clarence keep talking about this medieval torture cellar? Churches don't throw people in dungeons now. That is correct. We don't actually have like a dungeon for people. We just call it the dungeon. It's actually just the area underneath our main stage, and it runs all the way under our church offices. And we just throw all the junk in there. Like we throw the props that we use in old Christmas productions. We used to put stuff from VBS down there. I think there's a couple like youth camp signs down there also. It's just some spare wood, some spare props, all that jazz. And you know, it's gotten a reputation around here of being this rat infested dump where people get locked in and they never come back. And I want to dispel those rumors. I want to challenge myself to stay 24 hours in there to show that I am truly the conqueror of this space. I know no fear. So this here is the boiler room, and once you enter into the boiler room, you know, it gets very hot. And then there's also this little door down here that's usually padlocked, and that leads into the dungeon. But we're not going in there yet. Time hasn't started. I want my freedom. So let me give you a quick rundown of the supplies that I'll be bringing in here. We got these foam mats for me to rest my little head on. It's pretty hard concrete down there. I got one sandwich to give me all the nutrients I need. I also have a little bit of snackage, and I have some granola bars in my backpack. Got a sweater because it's gonna get real cold down there. Got a little fun little musical instrument to while away the hours later. I have a book of paper airplanes that I'm gonna try to practice folding while I'm down there. Duct tape, because you never know when you're gonna need duct tape. I'm gonna bring down some of the pillows that were left over from lock-in. Again, just to provide some needed comfort down there. I've got 2 lights that I'll be using to navigate through the darkness. Got my computer so that I can keep myself occupied and edit together some footage. Granola bars. Just realized I didn't actually grab some water for myself, so gonna do that right now. Alrighty, got my water pitcher with some plastic wrap over it to protect it from dust. I got my stack of cups to use because I don't have an extra bottle. Stay hydrated. I also got some painter's masks for when I'm sleeping because it's real dusty down there and my allergies will probably kill me. Also got myself a chair because I don't want to be hunched over like Quasimodo the whole time. And of course, gotta keep the meanies away down there. Never know what you're gonna find. Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's off to the dungeon we go. Guess if I have forgotten anything at this point, I'll regret it later. I'm gonna go take one last dump. All right, bye civilization. Bye everybody, bye Rob. Bye everybody in the offices that I can't see right now. Good night, Moon. Good night, Moon. Bye. The time is 12 p.m., May 27th, 2020. So it begins. Okay, first step of any survival situation is that you gotta take stock of your environment. You gotta set up camp. We're not gonna do that quite yet. Let's do a little tour. So as you might be able to see, there's like 3 zones to the dungeon. There's 1, 2, 3, and it stretches down a long ways. First zone I'm more familiar with because there's a lot more Christmas production stuff. We got like the Christmas trees that we use over here. We got this piece of a cross that we used to have, some star displays, some ornaments, all that fun stuff. And if we head down, we see a couple more props. We got some fake styrofoam rocks. And we got some chairs, this wheelbarrow, this fake fire that we sometimes bring up for fusion. We got little Jesus's manger. Got what looks like a saloon door. I feel like I'm in an episode of like those Ghost Hunter. We've got the grave of Ebenezer Scrooge, who hopefully this place doesn't have to become my grave site as well. And all the way back here, we got this like pretty nice looking bench. Everything else in here seems kind of decrepit, but you got this lovely thing. And would you look at this? I'm already finding fun props. Meow, meow, meow. This cart here apparently used to sell pretzels, but I don't think that they're open anymore. Give me the money! Oh my gosh, there is money. Canadian Tire, 5 cents. Oh, we're balling. Look at this loot. So yeah, zone 1, pretty much just props and little doodads, some furniture, all this stuff that used to get used for productions and stuff. On to the next zone. This zone's definitely more narrow, a lot more cablage running across the roof here. Gotta watch out for the pipes. Got here some animal parts that used to be used for VBS. This is from last year, part of a giraffe. It looks kind of freaky right now. We got that. Oh, who's that? Is that Eeyore? No, it's a rhino. Oh, this is just horrifying in the darkness. Oh, we got carpet over here. I didn't even realize we had carpet. And we got these gigantic tubes that block the rest of my way, but hope there isn't like a raccoon hiding in one of them. That would be terrible. My goodness, what do we have here? Tamara Sedlak was here. Wonder how long ago that was written. Here we are in the third zone. The most empty space is back here. We got here a couple fossils from the Stone Age. Look at all this space. This is probably a good spot to lay down where I'm gonna sleep later. I'm kind of already working up a sweat just from like walking around down here, leaned down. Takes a lot out of you. I don't know if you can tell, but this is literally how I have to walk through the dungeon so that I don't smack my head up on the roof. I mean, just imagine if someone were to run at you like this. It's like cold and hot down here, which is really weird. Like I'm kind of like in a full body sweat, probably because we're so close to the boiler, but also like there's no insulation. So it's probably gonna get super, super cold at times in here. All right, I think it's time that we set up our little campsites. Just like home. Guys, I can't even stress how horrifying this whole place is. I mean, this rhino is gonna be like the death of me, I swear. Man, I guess all there is left to do is wait and slowly feel the dust crust around my lungs. Dance party!
You think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in the dark, molded by it.
My back is actually killing me down here. So what I've been doing every couple of minutes is I lie down on my chair and I just, You gotta get your stretches in. Okay, so it is currently 2:19 p.m. We're just over 2 hours into this whole stint. And I really gotta pee. Now, I didn't tell anybody what my plan was going to be for going to the bathroom. I think everybody just expected that I was gonna leave and go use the bathroom. Like I'm gonna break my word. I'm spending 24 hours in here. Are you kidding me? So, this is my plan, all right? I'm going to go to the back of the dungeon. I'm gonna pee in a bag. It's a really big Ziploc bag. Hopefully it can contain all my pee. It worked. Oh, I was so dehydrated. Of course, we gotta wash our hands, so I gotta Lysol down my fingers right now. Tough times in the dungeon. Tough times. Some of you are probably wondering what's gonna have to happen if I have to poop. That's not an option. It's not happening. It just can't. Hour 3, first granola bar. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Swish, swish. Swish, swish. Swish, swish. Ah! Swish, swish. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm stuck in the dungeon. There's no indoor plumbing. The temperature's plunging. Somebody come save me or something. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrows. We have officially passed the quarter mark, everybody. Woo! Woo! We're still going strong. We're not going crazy at all. I'm really hungry, but I also want to save that sandwich because I think it's gonna get worse. I also might have to pee again. Oh no, oh no. All right, everybody. I promised horrors. You want to see horrors? If you're not interested in seeing something frankly pretty gross, I would skip ahead a couple seconds in the video. Oh man. Gnarly. You know, it's an old building. A lot of cracks and crevices. This building's been around since like the 1960s. Frankly, I'm surprised there aren't more dead mice down here. Let's try some cup stacking. Ready, set, go. No. Let's try that again, but good this time. Oh no. Oh no. Ah! This is the worst lock-in ever. I just realized that I forgot to bring in a toothbrush. But in the back pocket of my pants, there is one more piece of gum. So I guess that's how we're freshening up the mouth today. Oh, say it ain't so, whoa, whoa. Hey everybody, it is 8:11 p.m. Not to freak anybody out, but I just heard a pretty loud noise come from one of the pipes down there. Not saying that it's anything creepy or whatever, not trying to scare anybody, but I have no idea what that was. It was pretty loud. Wish I caught it on camera. If there's a rat back there, show yourself. Thank you. I didn't actually want you to show yourself. The time is 10 p.m. I might be starting to lose it, guys. I'm starting to lose it. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Being trapped in the dungeon is no excuse to not keep up with your fitness, everybody. Oh! Hey, Mr. Rhino. Hey, Clarence. Mr. Rhino, I'm so hungry, but that sandwich is such a vital resource right now. That's really tough, Clarence. Maybe you should just eat the chips instead. You're right, Mr. Rhino. I do have a bag of chips. Eat the chips. Eat the chips. You're right. I will eat the chips. I will eat the chips. Glad I could be of help, Clarence. Oh, thank you, Mr. Rhino. I'm sorry that you're an endangered species. I'm gonna go eat my chips now. FYI, this is a phenomenal, underrated chip flavor. Sea salt and pepper, so good. Needs to be at more parties. S tier chip flavor right here. So good. I went to the manger zone. Are we real? Let's make a paper airplane. Got a lot of options in here. The hammer, the headhunter, this kid who's a pirate who says, keep going. This one is just a toilet paper tube, but apparently it's supposed to do some like sick flips. I don't buy it. Maybe we'll try that one later. I think I'm gonna try to make the space cruiser. We'll see how it goes. There's a lot of steps. This guy kind of freaks me out. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. It says to fly the space cruiser, chomp on the bag half with your hand, just like it's getting eaten by a giant sock puppet. Then instead of throwing it, give it a good push and let go. If all goes well, it should escape your hungry alien hand and glide gently to Earth. Let's give it a try. Blasting off at the speed of light to infinity and beyond. All right, it is 11:59 p.m. That means we are 1 minute away from the halfway mark. When this thing turns to 12, we are halfway there. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2. Oh, yeah! 12 a.m. Halfway there. Halfway there. And with that, my friends, now that we have reached the halfway mark, it is time for me to retire. I am going to go to sleep now because I don't know what it is, man. My morale is just so low in this space now, and it's very hard to breathe. I'm gonna keep the lights on in the hopes that it's gonna maybe ward off some of the animal life that might be living in these walls. Hopefully I don't get eaten alive by some rats in my slumber. Hopefully. If all goes well, I'll see you in the morning, y'all. Peace out. Yo. Top of the morning. Time is just shy of 6 a.m. My head kind of hurts. The air still sucks. Oh, there are too many hours in a day. Be gone, rats! I ought to show them. I need to pee again. I won't take you with me this time, though. There's no point in seeing a dying man urinate. I think it's time for a sandwich. We have here on 2 toasted pieces of white bread, Nutella and peanut butter sandwich. You know, that didn't really slap like I thought it was going to. I just want to be out of here. I hear footsteps above me now, so I think there's somebody in the church. Hello up there! No answer. Let's make that toilet paper tube paper airplane, shall we? Apparently you just fold a piece of paper in half, and then you just start rolling it up and making more folds until it's a tube. You toss it. It's supposed to do 6 flips. I'll believe it when I see it. I don't have high hopes though. Okay, this is the final product. Let's see if it's gonna fly. Up, up, and away. You hate to see it. Y'all, we are so close to the 24-hour mark, just over 30 minutes before I can get out of here. Mr. Rhino. Oh my goodness. How have you only gotten creepier? There's actually small parts of this dungeon where I can see and hear the outside world. Not sure which part of the outdoors this leads to, but oh, I'm craving it right now. All right, we're closing in on the 24-hour mark here. We got 10 seconds to go. 9 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Come on, 2, 1. Woo! Woo! It is freedom time! Freedom time! Clarence, get some freedom time! Time to leave the dungeon! Time to leave the dungeon! Oh, it feels so good to stand. Oh, it feels so good to stand up straight and walk. Normally. We did it. We did it. You know, that was pretty terrible. It was pretty awful down there. Conditions were gross, physically uncomfortable. Probably the worst part is that it's pretty lonesome down there. So make sure you appreciate the people that you have around you right now, whatever environment you're in. This is why we'd never have any games that bring you guys down there. It's too hazardous. Can't have that on my conscience. I successfully held in my poop the whole night. But right now I'm in very desperate need of a good toilet, a shower, and a nice decent meal. Because I am beat. Actually, I have to go take everything out of the dungeon first, but, you know. Until next time though, keep watching the Fusion vids. We'll have more content coming at you very soon. Good morning, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Don't tell the city that I just threw my pee in their garbage can.